Hi teachers, my name is Lisa Collum and I am the author and the owner of Top Score Writing. Today's quick video is going to be going over the first grade basic essay writing mini unit. During this video, I'm going to be showing you what is included in this mini unit as well as how to use it in the classroom. Please note that this mini unit is non-text-based writing, which means there are no articles or passages used within the lessons. We are focusing on the foundations and basic structure of an essay. At Top Score Writing, we believe that these pieces are essential to students being successful in the long run when it comes to writing. So we're really going to focus on the structure of an essay, planning, organization, and how to get our thoughts on paper. Now, in this mini unit, you will see you're going to get a teacher guide, completed examples to use while teaching, planning sheets, student activities, an editing checklist, progress monitoring tools, and a rubric. Now, on the second page of the mini unit, you are going to see the directions. Now, I'm going to go over a lot in today's video, but if you have any questions or want to refer back to anything, please go to this page as it gives an overview of the entire mini unit. This mini unit is intended to be completed over 6 weeks. Okay, it is a 6-week mini unit and it's designed where you're doing 3 20-minute writing blocks per week. So we want you teaching 3 times a week, 20 minutes minimum. Now, many of you do teach writing 5 days a week, which is great. That just means that you'll have extra time to go over lessons, review, or even pull small groups with students. Now, the objective of this mini unit is for students to begin to learn how to write a basic organized essay. We want them to learn how to organize their ideas in response to a prompt. Okay, in this mini unit, we are going to give you an example prompt, an example planning, an example essay, all for you to use to guide them while modeling. There are also going to be 5 student activities. So you're going to go through the modeling with students, shared practice with students, guided practice with students, and then there are independent activities that they will be completing. We want to do that gradual release where we're holding their hand and then releasing it to them and letting them try it independently. Now, this is just a sample of our curriculum because it is a mini unit, but in our full curriculum, our entire foundational writing unit is comprised of over 12 lessons and activities. And once students master these foundational skills, the curriculum continues with units that focus on text-based expository, argumentative, and narrative writing. So we've included the table of contents so you can see the entire sequence of lessons with the 40+ activities, and this is included at the end of the teacher packet, just to give you an idea of what their experience could be beyond just this mini unit. At Top Score Writing, we believe that one of the secrets to creating successful writers is monitoring and giving feedback in a timely manner, which is why we've included the informal assessment checklist, which I'm going to go over with you briefly here. These are all ways to not only teach your students, but monitor and identify strengths and weaknesses and be able to conference and pull small groups to make sure that they're understanding and being successful with each of those skills. Now, here's a breakdown of the pacing. Okay, you can see here we have all 6 weeks planned out for you. We're going to take a very slow approach to this because, again, we want to make sure we're kind of holding their hand, modeling a lot, sharing a lot, guided a lot before we release them to independent practice. So I not only told you the type of lesson you'll be doing, whether it be modeling, shared, or guided, but also what pages to refer to. Again, it may seem like a simple page, but you're going to want to take your time with that page, really go into depth on each part of it. Take your time when modeling, have them make sure they're watching, understanding, giving feedback, things like that. So you're going to see week 1, you're going to be modeling, planning first using pages 9 and 10. Then you're going to model writing using pages 12 and 13, and then you're going to model how to edit and revise using page 13. So it's all going to be the same prompt. You're just going to work on different pieces, planning, then writing sentences, then how to edit and revise. The next week, we're going to do the exact same thing, just with a different prompt. Again, we're going to model planning, model writing, model editing and revising, and they should be better at it because now we're on week 2. We go to week 3, you're going to do the same type of activity, a different prompt, but this time you're going to do shared planning, shared writing, shared editing, and revising. And then moving along, you're going to see guided, and then in week 6, it's completely independent. So they're going to have 5 weeks of doing it with you, and then they'll do it on their own, which they should be ready and prepared by week 6 because they're going to have tons of practice and modeling with you in those weeks prior to that. Okay, so it lays out exactly what type of lesson you're doing, as well as what page numbers to use. Now, the prep for this is basically you're going to want to print one copy of this teacher packet for you. It's really important that teachers have the lessons and activities printed out in front of them while they're teaching to use as a reference, because we wrote it where you can follow and go step by step on exactly what to do and how to do the modeling, shared and guided. The second piece is the student portfolio. You're going to want to print enough for every student. So if you have 17 students, make sure you print 17 student portfolios. Once you've printed the portfolios, you will not need any other copies for this entire mini unit. So once you've printed the portfolio, you're good for 6 weeks. No more copies are needed. Everything they will need is in that student portfolio. Now, we've also included a rubric for you. This is for Unit 1, Phase 1, non-text-based expository writing that was developed by us. Okay, the Top Score Writing first grade curriculum provides rubrics for each genre of writing. So because this genre focuses on non-text-based expository, we're including that in this mini unit for you. Using this rubric, students can earn a maximum of 12 points per essay. The 12 points are in the 3 categories. This rubric is not a checklist. Okay, so let's take a look at the rubric real quick. You can see here, it's out of 4 points per category. There are 3 categories. The first one is purpose and structure. The second one is development. The third one is language. You will give a score point for each category, and it will be out of 12, okay? As we move into the informal assessment checklist, this is what I was talking about as a way to monitor and identify strengths and weaknesses of students while they are learning and writing. This is not you giving them an assignment, taking it home, grading it. This is you monitoring while they are writing, and then from there being able to adjust your lessons, reteach, or pull small groups based on what you're seeing in that checklist. So this spreadsheet is a way to record observations as students write. That's the key piece of all of it. As students write. I don't want you to have to take things home and score. I want you recording as they're writing. So I'm going to show you a picture of this checklist here. Okay, so let's say they're doing a guided or an independent, and you have all their names here, and you are simply going to walk around as they're writing and put checks or X's. That's it. So when you go to their planning, if it focuses on the central idea, you'll put a check. If you look at their planning and it's a different topic, put an X. Another thing about planning, make sure to include supporting reasons. Let's say we're talking about our favorite animal is a dog, and they have to give 2 reasons why a dog is their favorite animal. Let's say they put something about a completely different topic, you would put an X in this one. So you're just putting checks or X's. In their introduction, do they have complete sentences? Did they state their central idea? These are all things you're looking for, and just putting checks and X's. Here's the beauty of this. By the end of that writing assignment, you're gonna know from this one sheet all the strengths and weaknesses of your entire class. If you get done with this and you see 11 X's for stating central idea and introduction, you know, okay, half my class did not get stating central idea and introduction. I need to reteach that tomorrow. Or if you get done and there are 7 X's for complete sentences, 7 X's for restating the central idea, and 5 for indenting, you know you can pull skill groups the next day, and those are going to be your skill groups based on this spreadsheet. So this allows you to monitor, okay, and take notes by simple checks and X's while they are writing, and be able to adjust your lessons and your teaching from there. All right, let's jump into this unit. Here is going to be an overview. It's going to talk to you about the goals of this unit, vocabulary they need to be familiar with. If you want to make an anchor chart for that, that way you can refer to it. And then the 2 sheets you're going to be using. This is the planning page you're going to be using, and the writing page you're going to be using over and over and over again for all 6 weeks. It's going to go into detail on when you're planning what you want to discuss, what the IRC stands for, how to model. It really walks you through all of it when it comes to planning. Okay, so when you're teaching planning lessons, this is the page that you want to focus on. When it comes to the writing lessons, this is the page you want to focus on. So remember, just refresh your memory, going back up here, lesson 1 is planning, lesson 2 is writing. Okay, so again, oops. So if we come back down here, again, when you're teaching the planning lesson, use this page. It tells you what to do, what to say, how to model. When you're doing writing, use this page. Here's what to discuss. Here's the phase 1 paper, what you would do with it, how to model. Okay, and then here are the pages that you're going to use. This is the planning page. Okay, we always give you a blank one just in case you want to do more practice with different prompts. Okay, and then here is the activity. So here's a blank one, right, that you can have used, put up on the board, however you want to do it. Here's the activity they'll be doing. Write to explain about your favorite animal. Okay, so let's say they're talking about dog. I'm going to show you the completed example here. They put dog and dog, and then the 2 reasons why dogs are their favorite, and then they draw pictures that go with each word. Now, if you have a lower first grade group, or maybe you're a kindergarten teacher using this, you may want to start with pictures first, and then later turn the pictures into words. So you can do it either way. You can do words, then draw pictures, or pictures, then draw words. Okay, so then after you plan, okay, so here's our prompt is write to explain about your favorite animal. Then after you plan, you're going to write, again, here's the blank paper, and then here's the one you're going to use. And again, it tells you exactly what page numbers to use. So it'll tell you use page 12. And here's the completed example. There's always going to be a completed example for you to have. Okay, so there's the completed example. And then the editing, you'll go over that with them, is at the bottom of the page. You'll teach them how to edit and revise. Okay, and you're going to go through all of these for all different weeks. Again, you're doing the same thing over and over. It's all about repetition and practice. That's how students master skills, especially at the lower grade levels, over and over and over again. Okay, so you're going to do those same planning and writing sentences, or writing an essay, planning, writing an essay, planning, writing an essay, over and over again for 6 weeks. Some of it will be modeled, some shared, some guided, some independent. Okay, and then that table of contents of our entire first grade curriculum, just so you can see an overview, is right there for you as well. All right, so I really hope that you all enjoy this mini unit. You are going to see a huge amount of growth and success in the writing skills in a very small amount of time with this mini unit, and I'm excited for you all to see that. My team and I are here to support you throughout the whole school year, so please reach out anytime, and have a wonderful day.